Couple things I wanted to talk about regarding Dylan's statement. If you haven't heard it, I'm just going to briefly go over it quickly. So, her description of the intruder was similar during all three interviews: white male, slim, skinny, lean body, slightly taller than herself, wearing black mask, covering forehead and mouth. Voice she did not recognize, saying, "He's here to help." While she didn't tell Officer Nunez that the intruder looked like he was carrying a vacuum type object in his hand, she did tell Detective Mowry later that day, as well as Detective Gooch. She also told Detective Gooch that she remembered the suspect's eyebrows were bushy, but couldn't remember the color of the eyebrows. She also told this to Detective Mowry. So let's talk about the mask. Later, they ID Brian as a potential suspect and they show Dylan a photo of Brian and they're like, "Do you think this is our guy?" And of course, she's like, "I have no idea." It's not like they had been staring into each other's eyes for hours. He walks by her for a split second and she's drunk and he's wearing this type of mask. I wouldn't have been able to ID the guy either. So let's talk about the vacuum type object in his hand. Could it be that she thought one of these vacuum attachments was the K-bar knife? I measured it out myself. It is 12 inches, same length. I also have a handheld vacuum. This one was about 14 inches, so same thing. Could look like a K-bar. Now, they did seize from the residents the dust container from a Bissell Power Force vacuum. Could this be why? Because of what Dylan had said? I don't know, but when you look up Bissell Power Force, it's literally a whole ass vacuum, so I doubt it was this. Then you have this document where they're discussing how they are surveilling the parents' house. They see that the lights of the car are going on and off in the garage, like someone's going in and out of the car. They see Brian wearing gloves and handling little baggies. So they, at this point, think that he is potentially destroying evidence from the vehicle that's related to the homicides, and they bust the door down. Now, as far as the knock and announce, I definitely think Brian Koberger was up to something. I don't know what, and we'll probably find out at trial, but I don't know if you guys remember, but in court on the 24th, Bill Thompson is discussing the knock and announce and the part where he's like, what they found Brian doing. And he's like, "I'm not going to go into those details because it's incriminating to Brian Koberger." And then later, Judge Hippler